3, 2, 1, and go! Hello, once again YouTube, and welcome to another video. Yes, I'm here finally after like a month break, quarantine again, birthday. I'm 18. I can do shit finally. I've finally progressed to 18. I'm so glad that I'm still fucking alive. Not that I'm getting any rewards out of it. But unfortunately, something bad happened a few days ago. What the French electronic house duo Daft Punk broke up. They're no longer together. So I didn't get to talk about them whilst they were together. But let's be honest, the last time they did anything was back in 2017 with The Weeknd. And that was only just 2 songs. And only one of them was, like, classic Daft Punk. The other one's more Weeknd, isn't it? I feel like, but, yeah, I prefer Daft Punk. An old band. They've finally completed their journey. They've finally taken like footage from one of the films they made back in 2007 and like put it here because it's a little bit more accurate this year because they broke up, they blew up, and I decided to review an ex-bad boy, Discovery. Now, if you want to know anything about Daft Punk, there are so many articles out there talking about them, how they started playing punk songs, and then they moved into the electronic house movement, which is a lot of and like, feel the bass, man, feel the pulse, feel man, and it was glorious, and it got me into electronic music. I blame this and this for actually making me realise that electronic music can actually be good. It's not just Skrillex shit. It's more than that. It's an artistic expression. It can be used to explore the human condition. It can be used to explore many things. And most of that, both of these albums are basically electronic rock albums. So yeah, for like me, who's a fan of the 70s kind of rock and roll, but there's this little bit of disco influence on this album. Let's of course, I miss its 20th anniversary, but we all make mistakes. I haven't uploaded many videos in the recent times. I've spent most of my time working. working. Yeah. Speaking of working, this album changed my life. Because it was one of the first albums I bought with my own money. I got it from HMV back when they were, this is like, okay, I'm not gonna, well, there was an old HMV, it was in a nice store, they moved it next door, so that was pretty good, but it was in what soon became a Pound World. Now that's long gone. Rest in peace. There's nothing there. Nothing. And it's almost sad, really. And a lot of the stores that were downstairs in the shopping mall, centre, whatever place, whatever word you have for shopping centre in like your own country, it's now gone. There's nothing there. It's almost a ghost town, perhaps. But yes, I got this from there, and the CD, and yeah, this album is great. Now, of course, that starts off with that pulsating beat of the. It's very infectious. It gets stuck in your, but it's a fun sort of infectious. But it doesn't just like stay. Of course, you got the whole. It's one more time. You're listening to it, and you hear this whole entire like beautiful arrangement of like, it sounds like a normal 70s pop song, or 80s even, if you want to go like, but with especially the bass work on this is just flipping incredible, let me tell you. And it's one of the few songs that they did. It unlike their first record, Homework, which is basically showing you that you can make all this shit by yourself in a garage with just two flipping synthesizers. But most of those songs weren't really fully formed songs. Of course, the joke, around the world. Yeah, it's not. They weren't really like catchy songs that you can listen to on the radio. So they decided with this album, how about maybe like doing actual like songs, you know, proper driven bass hook, lyrics, a proper chord progression, middle eight, a chorus. Mostly in this song, it's mostly chorus. Though it doesn't really have a verse chorus kind of thing going on. It's usually one more time we're gonna celebrate. Oh yeah, alright. Don't stop the dancing. And it just puts you in a very good mood. There's nothing like in the middle eight. You have a slow piano. You have a slow synth break, and it kind of reminds you of like slow dancing. You got a girl with you, yeah, you're in the club. It's sort of that slow dancing, and then you have that break, but then you go back to the normal chorus, and it's like, whoa, okay, this is interesting. And basically that's some form of remixing, isn't it, in a way, because that's layering one section onto the other to give it a different technique, I hope. And that just it just feels colourful. And the music videos, let me tell you, the whole entire album has been made into one concept album due to the fact that there's music videos, a whole movie, Interstellar 555, The Quest for the Secret Star System or something like that, which is basically a commentary on the music industry. Aliens are taken by this old fat man who looks suspiciously like James May, and and he forces them to write music, and of course you have the rock and roll 27's lifestyle, and their lives are ruined, and it's a conspiracy, and yeah, the music industry is a bunch of people who are trying to kidnap aliens and then force them to dance for their amusement, to create the ultimate EP, the 555 EP, and all they needed was this bunch of Navi-looking aliens. Well, the only resemblance to Navi is a lot of them are slender and they're blue. Yeah, basically. And you, of course, you got your drummer. You got your drummer is like John Bonham, and you have your typical lady bassist, and then you have your rock star. I don't know who any of these were called. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've watched the film. Well, looked up the wiki. I remember, and they're called the Crest. And also you have the piano by nerdy looking guy, piano player, and they were all taken into this. They're all taken and brainwashed, and then you have this one guy who fantasizes about the bass player, and he goes on a mission of to Earth basically, and he has to rescue the band from being put into a volcano and taking over the universe. Yeah, and that's the basic plot. Good, and it's got good animation. It has a very nice, tells a very simplistic story. It's not necessarily complex, but I don't think at the moment we really need complex stories at the moment, and we don't need ones that like people trying to act smart anyway. So I think if more people watch this movie, the better. And yeah, so that was a short review in a review in another review. So let's go on to the next track, which is called Aerodynamic. And there's a reason why it's called that, because it basically has one of the best like uses of guitar, but it's not actually a guitar. You know, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, the Nice, Machine. So, oh wait, no. What are they called? Oh god, Machine Head or something like that. Prog bands, you know, they've all been like using the synth as a form of look at how what I can do musically. Replacing the guitar. Not entirely, but this replaces the guitar because it has sort of a classical kind of chord progression, and you have the and that riff it's just festers in your mind. It's honestly incredible how complex it is. And you have the break, and the break is just classical music, isn't it? And you have the nice atmospheric let me get it right, let me get my bearings right. Atmospheric like uses of, maybe it could be affirming of some kind. It definitely has that quality, and it really gives you the impression that you're flipping going through space. And yeah, it's a good instrumental piece, and it just it's like feels like something that would have been done by those prog masters. And yeah, that's why I use the 70s as an example, because it's not just the 80s. Later on in the album, we got like Face to Face. Face to Face is probably the best song on the fucking album. It's got that, and it uses so more 70s stuff. ELO, you know who they are. I think it's Evil Woman. Evil Woman. But yeah, you wouldn't be able to tell it from it. But we got a guy who would collaborate with Daft Punk again on Random Access Memories, and he's just got that perfect mixture between high Michael Jackson kind of singing, but also that sort of low manly singing that you would get from like someone like Robert Plant. Okay, Robert Plant sings very loud, but he does do really like he does do really low aggressive very well. Robert Plant. Oh god. I got Led Zeppelin on my mind, fellas. Fellas. It's just, I love it. And also we have Venice Crow, another like probably 4 or 5 chords, but it's got a very melancholic, possibly using like a load of probably like minor scale kind of D minor, the most saddest of all the scales. But yeah, it just feels sad, and when you're watching the music video, it feels more sinister because you're discovering the evil plan of the fat guy. Yeah. Voyager, Discovery, Voyager. Too bad they didn't name a song Enterprise. Well, that would be a bit too on the nose, wouldn't it? But yeah, it's a good traveling song whenever you like going off on like an event on like car journey or like train, maybe even airplane. I don't know. I've never been on an airplane. Maybe, perhaps a cruise liner would do as well. But it really gives you the impression that you're going through different places, and you're looking out there, looking out there to other places, but you don't go there. It's just zooming past through you. And that's the whole impression I get from a load of the songs on this album. The slower moments on this album are equally interesting as the fast-paced ones. The more fast-paced ones are that, because the slow moments get you prepared for the fast-paced ones. They give you a break. They don't necessarily try to throw you into the into the fray of the action. They have slow moments. You even have a slow ballad like Something About Us, which, God, that song probably got me through several breakups, to be honest. It hits close to home, it does. And the guitar, the nice wah guitar effect, is absolutely, it's so sympathetic, and it just works. To quote, what's his name? But yeah, oh, damn, he broke his ribs. Okay. I feel like I'm cursed with bad luck. Okay. Yeah, but enough with the sadness already. Enough! We're gonna talk about work it, make it, do it. Makes us harder, better, faster, stronger. Yeah, this song defined the 2000s, didn't it? I mean, Kanye West used it, and in his song, you know. I think he did give credit. I haven't heard any of his albums. I just know him as a public persona, and what I know, his albums are good, but he's a bit of a bipolar guy. He has bipolar. I'm not even joking. Of course, I wouldn't joke about that, obviously. But yes, Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger. Probably, it just has a workout vibe to it. It has a makes you wanna do a like power walk, not like jog, not like run, not walk, but a power walk. If you know what a power walk is, it's basically when you violently walk down the street or walk slowly, violently, like a Cyberman, because the Cybermen are most robots can be described by Daft Punk, but I find the Cybermen are most like it because they are both cybernetic beings, half human, half machine. You know, only Cybermen have removed all emotion from their brains, so of course they're a bit different. And the Daft Punk guys, Guy Manuel and Thomas, Guy Manuel and Thomas, yeah, are both more human and in touch with their humanity. Be more Daft Punk, be less Cyberman. And yeah, I have to say, this song does make you stand to attention. It does. After the love ballad of Digital Love, and you had blistering guitar solo. It's not a guitar solo. Yes, you can stop saying it's not a guitar solo, but it's clearly meant to emulate a guitar solo, and that's a cool riff as well. It's another feeling we've all felt, like longingness for a relationship that never happened, and especially on the internet. Jesus Christ, I see so many people that are down bad on this this platform. The entire internet is crawling with people who are just, I feel so sympathetic to. Is that Staples? It's just amazing how much I want to give these people a hug, just like a pat on the back or something, or say there, everything's gonna be fine, or like some word of encouragement. And that's probably why I'm starting to realize that maybe being pessimistic doesn't really work all the time, especially in a pandemic. It just doesn't. And yeah, that's a lovely word of encouragement to all of you people out there. You can achieve your dream, unlike this guy from this Daft Punk song. Yeah. So anyway, back to what I was saying. It's a cool song. It's yet again it was the first music video I saw from it. I was looking for it because I was introduced to Daft Punk by like random access memories and maybe Tron Legacy. Because I saw the teaser trailer for Tron Legacy, I was like, what is this? What is this song? Daft Punk? What? I swear I've heard these songs before, and I went bananas for Daft Punk. I did. I was looking at all the music videos and like all the stuff. I think this was way before like Random Access Memories came out. So I'm an OG. I think I must have been 7 or so. But yeah, I have a very personal connection to Daft Punk. I do. It's part of my identity. Just like the Beatles, just like most of these rock bands that I talk to you about. And I'm not much of a dance music fan. You couldn't tell, but I do like these guys, and the world will not be the same without them. My biggest regret is not seeing them live. I could have seen them live. Well, actually, no. I don't know when was the last time they toured, but it probably was 2007, which is a damn shame. They did do one last live performance, and it was at the Grammys. Maybe they did a live performance with The Weeknd, but that wasn't them. That was like two sound blokes. But anyway, let's get this over with. Too long. Is it too long? I don't know. Is it a sexual innuendo? Possibly. Who fucking cares though? Because this song fucking slaps, and it manages to not actually be that boring. It's not, even though this record is a dance record for all intents and purposes. I find that 12-minute remixes of like certain songs is just awful. If the song is not meant to be long, why make it long? And dance music usually is the one genre which is like, this happens all the time. So I was a bit skeptical seeing the 10-minute mark. I was like, oh no, are they gonna do what I think they're gonna do? But they didn't. Unlike on the Homework, where they just get, oh god, one of the songs, Rollin' Scratchin', has one of the worst sounds in the known universe. It's fun for like the first few minutes, but I'm not gonna lie, my ears were bleeding when I it's one of those songs that you have a morbid curiosity about, because they're not necessarily, it's just, I don't know, man. I I just prefer this record to Homework. Homework is great. Yes, you have Daft Punk, you have Alive, but for that one song and maybe another one, I can't remember. It just is a bit of ear rape. Yeah, ear rape. Not fully, and the non-fully formed songs also don't really help matters. But this album doesn't have any of that. Even the one that is like that was like written before Short Circuit. That actually gets, when you get to the conclusion, it starts going to a chord progression, a nice melody, a very melancholic melody. There's a load of sadness on this album. This feels like a sad yet happy album, which is how I would describe a lot of their music. Very upbeat, very up-tempo, but there's a certain melancholic to it. There's a certain slowness and a certain... It's very, very complex. And it's a complexity that we don't get much, because you either have you have like if one song's made, you see like several other songs these days trying to imitate that song and not use and not put a twist on the sound of that song or make it unique. It's manufactured pop these days, and that's what this record, the music videos are trying to tell us. It's absolute goldshot. The music industry spits out people left, right, front, and centre, and ruins their lives. And it makes me question whether or not I want to be famous. I don't really want to end up like Kurt Cobain or like Janis Joplin. I don't want to be like that. And yeah, ooh, this is deep. This is deep. This is why I like this record. This makes me think, but it also makes me happy, and it also makes me sad, and it makes me feel tons of things I don't feel about why are people calling me during it. No, it's just live streams. Your boy does no live streams. Go onto my Instagram. You see me live there. I can't live stream on here because I've been blacklisted by YouTube. I don't know. But yeah, Too Long, great song. Romafi. Yeah, we haven't talked about him. Yeah, he's a pretty damn fine vocalist. Such a shame he's gone, which we've been talking about as well. It's all linked, you see. I have structure now. I am getting better as a video creator and a guitarist. I'm learning from my mistakes. Please give me forgiveness for my previous videos. Watch these and you won't be disappointed. I'll stop there. I'll keep some composure. Yeah. Also, long hair. I don't know if you know about that, but long hair. It's weird. It's weird. It's terrifying, but it's also interesting. It also makes running a hell of a lot more fun because you got long hair flowing at the back. You're running, and it's absolutely great. And yeah, I've rambled on too much. Great record. brilliant production, fun but repetitive but fun songs, and interesting and introspective moments sprinkled in there, and lovely ballads about heartbreak, unrequited love, and dying because you were turned into a blue-skinned alien. I.e., it's like our generation's Dark Side of the Moon, which is high praise coming from me because I actually have a t-shirt of Dark Side of the Moon. So I think that was my most professional review I've done so far, and you can clearly see that I know what I'm talking about. And I will end this video with rating this album a 10. I liked a strong 10. Let me know what you thought about this album down below in the comment section. Like, share it with all your friends, that would be nice. And subscribe and ring the notifications, and kill a goat and spill its blood onto a stone and worship to the gods below, and then I'll be seeing you in the next video. Goodbye. I don't have a catchphrase. Bugger off.